Hello and welcome to New Delhi. We're into the final stages of day two. We've had a packed day and some terrific finals, some of the best I've seen for years. And I know it's easy to say that. You think, well, just say that all the time. How could anything be better than perhaps the Olympic Games? Well, it's been happening right here in New Delhi at the Issf World Cup final, the best of the best. And we're now into the final of the day. It's the 25-metre rapid fire pistol men's event. One of my favourites and some very familiar names in this. 4 of the finalists from the Olympic Games are in this up-and-coming final, which will start at 4:45 local time here in New Delhi. Thanks for joining us on ISSF TV. If you're watching on Facebook, feel free to like and comment and show your support. Tell us where you're watching from around the world and what it is that you're doing while the shooting is on, because I know sometimes it can be on in the background or whilst you're doing something else and just getting on with your life. So 25 metres is the distance, over 40 shots, unless we go to shoot-offs, which is always possible. It happened in the women's 25. The pistol weight up to 1.4 kilo. And a bullseye for a hit, 13 centimetres, or 130 millimetres if you prefer. So the electronic targeting system, if it registers a 9.7 or higher, we'll class that as a hit. And here is one of the rimfire pistols. I last had a go at 25-metre rapid fire when I was at the European Championships in Oshek a few months ago, and once again, each time, absolutely loved it. That trigger pull of 1,000 grams or 1 kilo, and these 5.6 caliber rimfire pistols. Now, I suppose you're wondering, well, what was your score, Rory? Well, I'm not going to tell you that. We're just going to look at the world rankings instead. Li Yu Hong, top of the world number 1, is in this final. He's also the world champion. He's the world record holder, and he's the Olympic champion. And I'm just scratching my brain as to whether or not I can think of another shooter that's held all 4 of those titles. Stick it in the comments. But Li Yu Hong, now 35 years old, and is he to dominate this final? 4 of the finalists from the Paris Olympic Games make this final. Massimo Spinella of Italy was 6th in Paris over the summer, and he's in this one. And it's bound to be another mouth-watering final here at the World Cup final. So Spinella made the Olympic final, as did Florian Peter, and also Wang Xinjie and Li Yu Hong. They're the 4. And they'll be alongside Oliver Geis of Germany, and that man right there, an Olympic champion in his own right, Christian Reitz, when he bagged the gold in Rio, and that was after taking bronze at the Beijing Games. Christian also competed at Tokyo and Paris in both the 10-metre and 25-metre rapid fire events. One of the nicest guys on the world circuit, and has just been around for so long. Still only 37 years old. I'm sure his wife Sandra watching back home in Germany. So Sandra, hello to you if you are tuning in to ISSF TV. So Christian Reitz will lead out the athletes into the finals hall for this 25-metre rapid fire pistol at the ISSF World Cup final, New Delhi 2024. The drums and the atmosphere, I'd say it's deafening, but it's close on that. Thank you for joining us. My name is Rory McAllister, be your commentator for this final. And if it's anything like the other finals we've had, it's bound to go down in the history books as an absolute classic. The women's final, I won't spoil the result for you, just think. Funny enough, just had a message from Sandra Wright saying, of course I'm watching. Well, I don't know, Sandra, you might be up to something else. You might be busy. Too busy to watch your own husband in a final. But thanks, Sandra, for getting in touch. Sandra now moving into coaching after a successful career in her own right as a world shooter. We have Wang Xinjie, 27 years old, the world number 2, silver medalist at the World Cup in Baku. That was earlier on this year. Bronze medalist in Paris. and also 5th in the World Championships 2023. So just going through the motions. And deep left Glens, the German coach, giving us a wave. Meanwhile, Pan Ling is the coach for Wang Xinjie. So next in the lineup, Oliver Geis of Germany, the first of 2 Germans in this final. He's on firing point B, 33 years old. Silver medalist at the World Championships in Granada. There's that gold at the European Championships in Oshek a few months ago in the trio men. I was commentator that day for that final. A great day for Oliver and the German team. There's deep left Glens, who I bumped into at the hotel. He was checking in the entire German team and had a wad of passports in front of him. Only thing was, deep left wasn't able to do that for me as well. I had to check myself in to the hotel. I couldn't just leave him to it, but he was a busy man at the time. So Lee Yu-hong, he is the world #1, the world champion, the Olympic champion, and the world record holder, all at once. 35 years old now. And you can't forget the bronze medal at Tokyo and the bronze medal at Rio. And Paris then was just an upgrade to gold. And Zhang Jiewei is the coach.
For sighting series, low.
So the sighting series is happening in the background. Here's Florian Peter, who is the gold medalist from the World Cup final last year in Doha. That was 11 months ago, so can Florian do it all over again? He's such a kind man. Even sent me a Christmas card last year. I wonder if I'll get one this year. Deep left Glens again will be the coach for Florian. He's one of the 3 Germans. I think I said 2 earlier on. I meant 3. There's Oliver Geis and Florian Peter and Christian Wright still to come. First of all, Massimo Spinello was 6th in the Olympic final. Also, there's that gold medal from Cairo at the World Cup last year. He's still only 25 years old. And a very talented pistol shooter indeed.
Okay.
And Flavio Eriu is the coach. Thumbs up from him, he's confident. And finally completing the lineup, the Rio Olympic champion, Christian Wright. Just look at those medals, 19 World Cup golds. And come on, Christian. 14 silvers and 9 bronze, and that's just at World Cups. A formidable career so far for the 37-year-old. There's also that bronze medal at the Olympic Games in Beijing. Christian has taken the World Cup final gold medal twice, once in Bologna in 2016 and in Roslav in 2011. And deep left Glens with those traditional wide, almost like airport runway style ear defenders, because the noise, there it is, it's about to get even louder. So Jamie Stangroom of Great Britain is the man with the microphone, having the introductions of our 6 athletes.
World Cup final New Delhi 2024 and the International Shooting Sport Federation. Welcome to the Dr. Kani Singh shooting range. The final competition for the 25-meter rapid fire pistol men's event will now take place. So let's meet the athletes. On firing point
Starting
A,
on firing point A, representing People's Republic of China, this is Wang Xinjie, world #2, 27 years old, bronze medalist at the Paris Olympic Games. What kind of form will he bring into this final? I just see Josephine Eder sitting in the crowd with Claudia Krause of Germany with those Olympic glasses. And some of the other German team there as well, Robin Volter and Doreen Fennekamp also sitting to watch this final. Here's the first of 3 Germans, Oliver Geis on firing point B. And well, number 21, 33 years old now, competed at Tokyo and Rio at the Olympic Games, also a silver medal at the World Championships in Granada 2014, and has 4 World Cup golds. Well, what an incredible record for Lee Yu-hong. World record of 39 hits. He set that in Baku last year. So he's the world record holder, the world number 1, the world champion, and the Olympic champion. And Florian Peter of Germany, 24 years old, world number 4. Took the gold medal in Doha last year, 11 months ago in November. Can Florian repeat that? Will we see a back-to-back gold medal at a World Cup final? It's so hard to achieve. It's rarely done. And can Florian Peter take gold today? Well, here's Massimo Spinella representing Italy even. And Spinella was 6th in the Olympic final. 25 years old, gold medalist in Cairo at the World Cup last year as well. Well, here's Christian Wright, the Rio Olympic champion, took a bronze medal in Beijing, has 11 World Cup final medals, 2 of them gold, 1 in Bologna, 1 in Wrocław for this event, the 25-meter rapid fire. Christian Wright's now 37 years old, one of 3 Germans in this final. So with 6 athletes, Germany therefore, with my maths, have a 50% chance of getting a medal. There's Priti Sharma, the Chief Range Officer in charge of this final. And my name is Rory McAllister. Thank you very much for joining us on ISSF TV. This is the final event of day 2 here at the World Cup final. This is going to be an absolute classic. Don't go anywhere at all. So that's how it finished in qualification. 5.88 for Lee Yu-hong, 1 in front of Florian Peter, was 1 in front again, and that's how they line up from firing points A right through to F. 2 athletes from People's Republic of China, 3 from Germany, 1 from Italy. There's Lee Yu-hong's world record, 39 hits. What a moment that was in Baku at the World Championships last year. There's Pawan Kumar Singh, who's the organising committee competition manager, one of the nicest men in shooting, and Peter Underhill, who's to Pawan's left, but on the right of your picture, the ISSF technical delegate. Peter has also looked after the last 3 Olympic Games for shooting, starting with London 2012, and then Rio, and Tokyo, and then Paris. That's 4, isn't it? Sorry, my maths is all over the place today. I did say 3, it's actually 4.
Right.
Right, with my maths all over the place, let's see if I can keep up then as we get into this 25-meter rapid fire final.
Shooters relax. We'll start again. Wang.
So we're about to begin. 4 seconds to take 5 shots with a 7-second rest with the pistol down at 45 degrees. Those are the rules.
Wang. 4 hits.
So Wang opens up with 4 out of 5. And if the targeting system recognises a 9.7 or higher, that's classed as a hit.
Nice. Attention.
guys with 3 out of 5.
Guys, 3 hits. Lead.
So here goes the world number 1 and the world record holder, world champion and Olympic champion. Looks all the way down the pistol, looks up. And opens up with 5 out of 5. So cool, coolly done. And just makes it look so easy.
Veto. Attention. Veto.
3 out of 5 for Florian. And just matching what Oliver
Spinella.
achieved a few moments ago. Massimo Spinella now is 6th in the Olympic final.
Attention.
And it's also 3 out of 5 for the Italian.
Spinella, 3 hits.
So Christian Wright's next, the Rio Olympic champion.
Right.
Just checks his footing, checks his balance. He's breathing under control.
Attention.
And Wrights opens up with 4 out of 5.
Right.
So the best so far of the German trio.
Series 1 over.
So that's the first series over and done with. And it's Li Yu Hong who leads on a perfect 5 out of 5. Now the chasing 2 in the form of Wang and Wrights, both on 4 out of 5. The rest of the athletes on 3.
All tied in 4th place, 1 hit behind on 3 hits each. A reminder that the first elimination will take place unless we have a tie-break situation after Series 4. Series 2 now, coming up.
Wang. Attention. Wang. 3 hits.
And Wang this time, 3 out of 5. Takes him up to a total of 7.
Guys. Attention.
And 4 out of 5 this time for Oliver. You just see him following through. I mean, he's unhappy. Shakes his head. It does take some doing as well. The trigger pull is 1,000 grams. And to make those 5 shots within 4 seconds, well, the clues in the title with rapid fire, but just to get the motion so fluid, sometimes if you haven't tried this sport, it can be really hard to appreciate exactly what's going on. But be of no doubt, this is real high-level stuff. Well, it's another 5 out of 5. Is this man surely
5 hits.
going to grace us with another perfect score in the next series? 2 series down,
Peter.
and it's 10 out of 10 for Lee Yu Hong.
Attention.
Wow, great series for
Peter,
Florian
5
Petter.
hits.
And the German team go nuts. And rightly so, a 5 out of 5 for the German.
Spinella. Attention. Spinella.
3 out of
hits.
5 for the Italian. Now on 6
Right.
out of 10. And Christian Wright's the last to go. Going through the usual drill, checking his balance, his footing. Pistol goes up, we'll lower it to 45 degrees, those are the rules. 7-second rest, and then the light goes green over the target. And a nice rhythm as well there from Christian, but it's another 4 out of 5. So just missed that last one. Christian Wright's now on 8 out of 10, tied alongside Florian Petter. That's how it stood after 5 shots, and now adjusted after 10. Lee Yu Hong with the perfect start. 10 out of 10 for the world record holder, world number 1, Olympic champion and world champion.
Both tied in 4th. They're just 1 hit behind, and 1 hit behind them is Spinella of Italy in 6th place. We're 2 series away from the first elimination. This is series 3 now. Coming up.
Jan Ketzel of Germany, the Issf event manager. Of course, impartial when it comes to events like this, particularly when there's 3 German athletes in the crowd. Sorry, 3 German athletes even in the final.
Attention.
It's been a long day. Wow, what a series from Wang there. 5 out of 5, taking him up to 12. And into the double figures.
Guys. Attention. Guys, 3 hits.
Well, Oliver Geist there was just waiting for that graphic to come up on the screen. Deep Left Glens, I think, has an issue with that.
Mouth.
I wonder if there was a pause for that reason. So 3 out of 5 is what's on our screens at the moment. Was there a slight malfunction with the pistol? You are allowed 1 allowable malfunction and 1 non-allowable malfunction. And there's 1 minute to sort things out. So Oliver Geist is just explaining to Fuji Wataro of Japan exactly what's happened. So it has been deemed as an allowable malfunction.
For geese.
And it's now been rectified. Safety flag was in the pistol and put back in.
Geese.
So no penalty because it's an allowable malfunction. I said a few moments ago you are allowed one of those and you are allowed one non-allowable malfunction.
Attention.
Guys with 4 out of 5.
Geese. 4 hits.
Does quite an extended follow through as well afterwards. And is now also now in double figures on 11 out of 15.
Lee. Attention.
And he's done it again.
Lee.
1, 2,
5
3,
hits.
4, 5 hits. And it's 15 out of 15. And even the murmuring now around the crowd.
Peter.
And some of them just starting to wonder, even if this at this early stage of this final, is Lee Yu Hong going to try and go for the perfect 40? It would be some achievement, it really would. His world record stands at 39. And 3 out of 5.
Peter.
And Josephine
3
Ida, I
hits.
do love those glasses. The Olympic logo representing the 5 rings and the
Spinella.
5 continents of planet Earth. Just all on the nose and face of Josephine Ida.
Attention.
Well, Massimo missed those first 2, got the middle one, missed
Spinella.
the final
1
2.
hit.
Just 1 out of 5 for the Italian. And it's not looking great.
Right.
So Massimo's not out of this final yet. One more series to go after this one. And obviously Christian Wright's still to take his 5 shots in this 3rd series.
Right.
Well, Wright's angry
4
with himself there.
That was
Missed the first one,
series
got the
3,
final
2
4.
out of 5, so both the Chinese athletes, so Lee
I
still
suppose
has
he's
not
just
missed
keeping an
in
eye
his
on the
final.
scoreboard
He
and
still
just
has the lead, and he has increased
thinking
that
that the gold
lead.
medal
It was a 2-hit difference.
could be
It's now
going
3
and
hits
slipping
to
away.
Lee
If Lee Yu Hong, of course, keeps this up, I mean, it's
and Wang for a
very early of me
second
to
race.
say that.
Geis is in 4th. He's had
But
2
Lee Yu
4
Hong
hits
already
in a
3 in
row,
front.
sharing 4th place with
And he's now on
Peter.
15 out of
In
15.
the danger zone, 4 hits behind is Spinella of Italy.
So this
Big work
next
to do.
series
The next
will
series
decide
is
who leaves in
series
6.
4.
Now Spinella's on 7. So even if he gets 5 out of 5, the maximum he can hit is 12.
Wang.
And then he needs to hope that Geis and Peter just have an absolute disaster in order to try and stay in.
Attention.
Well, let's see how this 4th series unfolds. Oliver Geis looks away. It's not unusual for him to do that, just facing the other way. just focusing on the job in hand. And
Right.
Wang with 4 out of
4
5,
hits.
now on 16 out of 20, just those 4 misses.
Guys. Attention.
Guys have only 3 this time. A grimace
Guys,
from Deep Left Glens,
hits.
the coach. He looks up to the scoreboards and just wonders now what's in store for Oliver Geis and the other 2 German athletes. Here goes the world record holder once again, Li Yu Hong, on a perfect 15 out of 15 so far.
Attention.
And he's done it once again.
Lee, 5 hits.
Here we go. Buckle up. Put on your seatbelts. It's a perfect 20 out of 20 so far. The crowd are absolutely loving this. So am I. And unless you're German or Italian, then you probably are too.
Attention.
Florian Peter with 4 out of
Peter.
5.
4 hits.
A nice visit. And now on 15. Should be enough to keep him in this final, because Spinella can only
Spinella.
get up to 12. And then Wrights would need to miss all 5 in order to take that to a shoot-off.
Attention.
And Spinella, now the total of
Spinella.
9,
2 hits.
will be leaving this final no matter what happens. He was 6th at the Olympic Games and will be leaving in 6th from this
Right.
World Cup final. So here goes the Rio Olympic champion, Christian Reitz. A 5 out of 5 would notch him up to 17 and put him in 2nd place.
Attention.
Every visit so far for Christian has been a 4 out of 5 so far. Well, just a slight gap
Right.
after that second
3
shot,
hits.
and then the final 3
After 4
all went in.
series,
Christian
the
Wright's up to a score of
finishing
15 out of 20.
Representing Italy, let's hear it for Massimo Spinella.
Meanwhile, Massimo Spinella of Italy is eliminated in 6th place. A great achievement for the Italian to get to the World Cup final. It's been a long year and a long day as well, and he leaves this final in 6th place. So meanwhile, Christian Wright has pointed out something, I think, to do with his targeting score screen. So the range officers and the jury are just now making their way over to investigate and try and sort out whatever problem it is for Christian. Meanwhile, Li Yu Hong with the perfect 20 out of 20. And I think no matter what country you're from or who you're here to support, I think we can all just appreciate what this man is doing in front of us with the perfect 20 so far.
But just a reminder that now the eliminations keep on coming after every series, 8 series in total. So series 7 for the bronze, series 8 for the silver and gold medals. Of course, if we have a tie-break situation, which we had a lot of in the last final, the 25-meter pistol women's final, then the athletes involved in that tie-break situation.
So Flavio Eliu just having a couple of words with Massimo Spinella, who's just been eliminated from this final in 6th place.
Okay. All athletes, please insert safety flag.
And the jury still having a discussion here with the range officers.
Range clear.
And it looks like they're going down to investigate the target. So if you have just joined us, welcome along. We're live for you from New Delhi at the Issf World Cup final. And we're 4 series into this 25-metre rapid fire. And there seems to be a bit of a problem targeting bay for Christian Reitz. He's just pointing down at his targeting screen. Deep left Glens, the German coach, is also over. Meanwhile, there's Ghislaine Briez, very experienced in the world of shooting. And worked over the Olympic Games in Paris as well. She's also making her way down to the target. I don't think this is the problem, but I do know earlier on in the 50-metre final there was a lizard that managed to get into the target that was disrupting things. Now I don't think that's what's happened here, because they're obviously now just checking Christian's shots. And I'm glad it wasn't the lizard this time, because they might have had an almighty shock when they went down the other end to open it up to find this lizard scurrying around. The team from Issf managed to sort that out earlier for the 50-metre 3 positions final. Meanwhile, Christian Reitz just showing his experience, just getting back in the zone, letting the jury and the range officers get on with this. So we've spoken to the jury and we know exactly now what's been happening. So Christian Reitz has looked down at his targeting screen and is claiming that there was a hit. So the jury and the range officers have gone down to inspect the target bay and have pulled out the paper from behind the target, and it's now been taken away into the official control room to decide whether or not there was indeed a hit or a miss. Meanwhile, the range officer's just having a chat with the chief range officer. That's Priti Sharma, who's in the centre of your screen right now. And it's not unusual for this sort of thing to happen during a 25-metre rapid-fire final. Meanwhile, I think Josephine Ida is just texting her friends to say what's going on. Surely that's what she's doing. Okay, so there's the officials in the control room. Meanwhile, Massimo and Flavio still having a discussion. Obviously everything now, there's nothing they can do now that Massimo has left the final. But if you have just joined us, then there's just a delay at the moment through this 25-metre rapid-fire final due to an issue with the target for Christian Reitz of Germany, who's just standing there to the right of your screen down on the field of play in the finals hall.
But a reminder that the eliminations will keep on coming now after every series unless we have a tie-break situation. This is the final at the World Cup final 2024 in this finals hall.
So we're just waiting now for the officials in the control room just to check over the paper behind the target, just to see whether or not indeed Reitz has made another hit, because so far each and every visit Christian Reitz had scored a 4 out of 5. And on that last visit in the last series, what we know now is that it's 3 out of 5. So we just watch Christian's series again. As well, the German coach also looked up at the scoreboard and made some sort of gesture as to Christian's shooting. I don't think they've necessarily had a direct discussion, but everyone is working as quickly as they can in the control room to try and bring out this result for us at this World Cup final. This is what happens sometimes in the world of shooting. You get delays like this, and Christian Reitz is so experienced. Although he's standing there looking like he's waiting for a bus, he's actually just waiting for this report now to come out with this result from this final. I mean, whatever happens, Reitz stays in the final because of the total that he has. So whilst I'm here, I can remind you that if you're on YouTube, and then do feel free to like and subscribe to the ISSF TV channel. That way you get notifications of all our broadcasts as and when they come up, and that'll pop up for you on your computer, on your phone or on your tablet, so that you can watch on the move, or you can watch at home, or perhaps even then send it through to your television. Likewise, if you're watching on Facebook, then you can like the videos, you can share them around as well as you can do on YouTube. But do subscribe to the ISSF TV channel, because it's not just the live broadcast that comes, there's other content as well that's provided. And after this event, of course, we're coming up for a bit of a break until the 2025 calendar gets going again next year in Buenos Aires in Argentina. Meanwhile, all the other dignitaries that are gathered here for this final are just sitting, waiting patiently like the rest of us. Well, this is a long delay. This is one of the longest I've ever been involved in a final. But it is a World Cup final. Of course, there are scores and medals at stake, not only for the record books, and also for the athlete's own personal achievements. So I haven't seen too much movement behind me from some of the range officers and officials, although Priti Sharma, who is the chief range officer, has just called over some of the members of the jury to have a chat with her. Meanwhile, we all wait patiently here in New Delhi. Okay, I think we have an official result.
So we have an update. We are sorting out the situation and we'll update you as soon as possible.
So we now know what the result is. Christian Reitz will take all 5 shots of his 4th series. So there was a malfunction of the target, and that's now been confirmed by various jury members and range officers. And just about as I was about to kill some time for you and start giving you all sorts of fascinating facts about New Delhi, well, we're back in. And this 25-meter rapid-fire pistol event continues. So Christian Reitz of Germany scored 3 out of 5 in that last series. That's now been wiped. They'll start again.
Attention.
An attention command is given. Christian Reitz taking now all 5 shots in this 4th series. And this time, after that wait and delay, well, deep left Glens and the other coaches clapping along. Christian Reitz scores 3 out of 5. So Reitz now on a total of 15 out of 20. So just to bring you up to speed, if you are just joining us in this final on ISSF TV, welcome along. We're in the final event of the day. It's day 2 of the ISSF World Cup final. And Lee Yu-hong, after 20 shots, is on the perfect 20. Massimo Spinella was eliminated a few minutes ago. Well, I say a few minutes, about 10 or 15 now. And Oliver Geis of Germany on 14. Florian Peter and Christian Reitz both tied on 15. Wang Xinjie on 16 hits. And Lee Yu-hong on the perfect 20 out of 20. So this now is the 5th series, and this will decide 5th place.
Wang, 4 hits.
4 out of 5.
Guys.
Oliver Geis here, if he hits all 5, can get up to 19. That'll just be 1 shy.
Attention. Guys, 3 hits.
Oliver Geis, 3 out of 5, up to 17.
Lee. Attention.
Well, he's done it again.
Lee,
Just look at this.
5 hits.
5 out of 5. Once again for Lee Yu-hong, the Olympic champion and world record holder
Peter.
and world number 1.
Attention.
Five out of 5 for the
Peter,
German.
5 hits.
And Florian Peter responds in exactly the same way, because I was just wondering what it must be like when you're in a final like this and
Right.
one athlete is just absolutely blitzing it with a perfect score. You know, what do you do? You give up, keep going? And Florian Peter says, well, yeah, I'll do the same if that's okay. 5 out of 5. And
Attention.
clearly just having a distant word with deep left Glens and a nod of the head. And here goes Christian Reitz all over again. Oh, and a bit of a disastrous visit
We have
for
a
Christian,
shoot-off.
because now we have a shoot-off and the 2 Germans will go head-to-head. Oliver Geis versus Christian Reitz. They know each other so well. They've been shooting alongside each other for years. And it's the first shoot-off of this final.
Guys.
Both tied on 17. So now highest score wins. If they draw, we go to a second round of shoot-offs.
Attention. Guys, 5
Guys
hits.
with a 5 out of 5. So he also proves that it's not just Li Yu Hong and Florian Peter who can get the perfect
Right.
visit. Real pressure now on Christian Reitz. He needs all 5 to stay in this final. Checks his footing. Meanwhile, Florian Peter is just practicing, going through the motions. And Reitz again with a hand up. Is it the same problem?
There is a situation.
And it's registered as a 3 out of 5. But I wonder now if we do have another problem with Reitz's target. So just out of picture at the moment, the range officers and jury are over once again. Meanwhile, Christian Reitz, ever the professional, has just been on the world circuit for so long. And he just waits casually now. Well, it hasn't necessarily been absolutely confirmed yet that Reitz will be leaving in 5th place, because it says 3 out of 5. And also on my screen here that I've got an overtime, which means that it looks as if Christian Reitz took more than 4 seconds to take those 5 shots, but we just don't know. I mean, that's what it says on my target screen in front of me. I don't necessarily think that is the case. It's very unusual to see Christian Reitz shoot an overtime, but either way, I think what he's saying is that I think Christian Reitz perhaps is saying, I know I hit at least 4, which obviously isn't enough to stay in because guys hit 5 out of 5. So we're just waiting for the official confirmation that Christian Reitz has been eliminated from this final in 5th. That's what's looking highly likely. So I've just spoken to the jury. It has been confirmed. It was 3 hits out of 5. So Christian Reitz is now officially leaving this final in 5th place.
5th place, and this World Cup final has been decided. Representing Germany, it goes to Christian Reitz.
So the Rio Olympic champion takes a seat. I think he knew he was going, but there was just some sort of issue with the target. And it has been checked and verified. I think Christian even thought perhaps he'd hit 4. We'll have to speak to him afterwards. But it's been registered as 3 out of 5 in the shoot-off. Oliver Guy survives. But you have to say now he's up against it. 3 behind his fellow German, Florian Peter. And we have Florian Peter and Wang both tied on 20. And Li Yu Hong out on his own, 5 in front on the perfect score so far, 25 out of 25. Well, one of the longest 25-metre rapid-fire pistol men's finals so far that I've ever been involved in, just because of one real lengthy delay, and just a delay a few moments ago. But now Wang goes once again. Rests the pistol for 7 seconds, will raise, the light will go green over the target, and he has 4 seconds to take all 5 shots.
Wang.
1 out of 5. Well, Oliver Geist now, if he hits 4,
Guys.
depending on what happens with Florian Petter. But that could go to a shoot-off. I mean, who knows? This has just been one of the most unusual 25-metre rapid-fire pistol men's finals. We'll just see how it unfolds. Oliver Geis went to a shoot-off alongside Christian Wright, and now shooting to stay in this final. Well, it's 20.
3 hits.
He's now relying on Florian Petter to miss all 5.
Lee.
Meanwhile, Lee Yu Hong, even deep left Glenn's, is, I don't know, look, sitting on the edge of his seat. Will it be another 5 out of 5? Lee Yu Hong's rhythm might have been disrupted because of all the delays we've had. Oh, just a slight delay and 2 misses there, so the world record is off.
Hits.
That now can't happen. The best Lee Yu Hong could hope for now is 38.
Peter.
And you've got to wonder if whether or not those disruptions just put him off his flow and off his rhythm. But it does show that he is indeed human and has made 2 misses out of the 5. So Florian Petter, the minute he hits at least 1 target, 1 hit, is staying in this final. And it's 4 out of 5 for the German.
4 hits.
And it means Oliver Geis now will be leaving this final by 1 hit.
Now being decided, representing Germany, make some noise for Oliver Geis.
And the second German to leave this final. Florian Petter, who got the gold medal at the World Cup final in Doha, is the last standing German in this final. There's Oliver Geis. Yes, it was so close, Oliver. You went to a shoot-off against Christian, and it's been a long day, a long final. And I think deep left Glenn's just having a word, and I think Oliver just saying, there's nothing I could have done, really. And sometimes that's just how it rolls. So we're down to the final 3. Germany guaranteed a medal. Florian Petter got the gold in Doha last year. It's possible he could do the same, but he is 4 behind the world record holder Lee Yu Hong. And Wang Xinjie is currently in the bronze medal position, 3 hits behind Florian Petter, as we now go into this series to decide the first medal of this final. And boy, has it taken us an awful long time to get here.
Attention.
Two out of 5.
Bang. 2 hits.
Well, that's the bronze medal confirmed, because now no matter what happens, Florian Petter's already in front. Although he's 4 behind Lee Yu Hong. And can Lee Yu Hong now get back to those perfect ways of a 5 out of 5? We shall see. And all the grips and handles just moulded to the athlete's hands. It just makes gripping the pistol all the more precise. Well, it's another 3 out of 5.
Lee.
So Florian Petter can close the gap here. He needs another 5 out of 5, which he got about 5 minutes ago.
Peter.
And the gold medalist from Doha at the World Cup final now has a chance to close the gap and try and bid for another gold.
Attention. Peter.
And it's
3
3 out of
hits.
5 for the German. So he's still 4 shy of Li Yuhong. Meanwhile, the bronze medal has now been confirmed, and it's going to People's Republic of China, 27-year-old Wang Xingjie. The world number 2 takes a bow and leaves the field of play.
2024 bronze medalist at his debut World Cup final will be leaving New Delhi with the bronze medal.
And it's a bronze medal with 21 hits.
Okay, we got 2 athletes remaining in this final.
And
Potentially 1 series
notches
now
that up to
decide.
23
The gold medal is Li
after that
Yuhong,
7th
Olympic
series.
champion, up against Florian Beta, the defending World Cup final champion. 4 hits separates them, with Li still leading the way. This is
so Wang Xingjie leaves the final with the bronze medal on 23 hits. That was 4 behind Florian Peter of Germany. And then Li Yuhong is another 4 in front. So the most Florian can hit is 32. So if Li Yuhong gets to 33 or more, the gold medal is his.
Lee.
And there is the gold medal confirmed. There was a chance it could have gone to a shoot-off, but it was slim because Li Yuhong would have needed a disastrous visit, and then Florian Peter would have needed all the right amount of hits in order to catch up and either try and level and take it to a shoot-off. But the gold medalist from Doha last year at the World Cup final now knows he's got a silver medal, and now shooting for pride, trying to finish on the perfect 5 out of 5.
Peter.
Well, a rapid sequence of rapid fire. Florian Peter finishes on 3 out of 5 and a total of 30. So the silver medalist, that's it confirmed. And Li Yuhong, well, they embrace. And I think just saying to each other, what a final. Involved in something like that with all those disruptions. And Li Yuhong, the world record holder, with his own name on a t-shirt. Well, he's world champion, he's Olympic champion, world number 1, world record holder, and now he's a gold medalist at the World Cup final.
Okay, now we have our medalists gathered together for the cameras. Let me take you through them one by one.
So now the official announcements of the medalists.
Men's event. The bronze medalist representing the People's Republic of China, Wang Xingjie.
And Wang Xingjie is confirmed as the bronze medalist.
The silver medalist representing Germany, Florian Peter.
And Florian Peter with the gold medal last year in Doha. Well, today it's a silver.
And the gold medalist, the World Cup final champion 2024, representing the People's Republic of China, Li Yuhong.
And Li Yuhong steps forward for a moment there. He was on the perfect start and then the perfect score. For one moment, even a world record attempt crept into my mind, but it wasn't meant to be. He just showed he is human and fallible, but he got there, got over the line. And Florian Peter on the left, who took the gold last year, this time in the World Cup final. Li Yuhong, the world record holder, the world champion, Olympic champion, and world champion, has now taken the gold medal here in New Delhi. So that brings us almost to a close. We've still got some interviews for you and some other coverage, so make sure you stick around here on ISSF TV. And just looking ahead to tomorrow when we go outside for the skeet and trap finals. But it finished with People's Republic of China with the bronze, Germany with the silver, and People's Republic of China with the gold medal.
Wang Xinjie, congratulations, it's bronze. Your first World Cup final. Have you enjoyed the experience?
Sorry, I will translate directly.
Yeah, I'll repeat the question then. So, has Wang enjoyed his first World Cup final experience?
OK，他就是说，你奥运会之前，他说奥运会你得了铜牌，然后世锦赛你又是铜牌第一次，然后就是说你怎么来回顾或者总结一下你这一年的表现？
对于这一年的表现吧，我只能说是，有待进步吧，只能说。
He said about this year, he still think he have a lot of space to improve. He need to improvement. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a really impressive year. Olympic bronze, now World Cup final bronze. The Issf season is over. How would you reflect on it now, looking back?
就是他说，但是你已经做得非常好了，已经是2块奥运会铜牌，就是你对于这一就今年这整年，你可以做一个简单的回顾或者总结。
这一整年就是从一开始的决赛其实并不如意吧打的，然后到了奥运会，其实打出一点可能决赛的感受，然后再到这一场比赛，整个决赛会打得更加享受吧。
He mentioned about the finals. At the beginning of this year, he felt very tough during the finals. And in the Olympics, he has some good feelings in the finals. And this time, he think he does better than before. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Wang Xinjie, on the bronze at Paris, the bronze here in New Delhi, and good luck for next year as well. Thank you.
谢谢 ，Thank you。
Florian, you have just secured World Cup final silver, 2 consecutive finals at World Cup finals, 2 consecutive medals. We'll get on to the result in a moment, but it's a good end to the day, I suppose it's fair to say, but you had a tough start, didn't you?
Yes, the start of the day wasn't the best. I had some troubles with the dinner last night, got woken up in the middle of the night, but yes, you have to power through and always fight for the most points.
And you were fighting for the most points against Li Yu Hong, and it's becoming a bit of an ongoing battle between you two. Last year at the World Cup final, you took gold, he took silver. It's the reverse this time. What's it like competing against the likes of him?
He's an amazing athlete, amazing shooter, amazing person, in my opinion. It's always a joy to shoot against him, but you know, if you're shooting against him, it's going to be really, really tough competition.
And focusing on yourself, you've had a really impressive year, your debut Olympics, you placed 4th, you're back here at the World Cup final, you know, more than matching, beating the best of the best. How would you reflect on the 2024 season?
Yeah, I'm really, really happy. All the work on the finals finally paid off, so I'm more confident in the finals, shoot a better technique in the finals, and finally can earn some medals. So I'm really happy with this year.
And have you set your goals for next year already?
I think, like every year, get into many finals as possible, win as many medals as possible, and have a lot of fun while at the competitions.
Keeping on going. Well, Florian, congratulations again, and enjoy the podium. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, well done. We'll see you in a moment for the victory ceremony. Thank you. #1 world record holder, Olympic champion, the first rapid fire Olympic champion in China's history. What's left to achieve? Have you got more targets, more goals?
Yes. So in China, we always to try find the way to get the rapid fire pistol champion, and everyone is hard work for this. I'd like to thank my coach, my family, and my everything. Especially, thank you my country. Yeah. So next time in future, I think I'd like to
inspire a new generation of rapid fire shooters. Well, you're doing that, putting on some amazing shows as you have for the last many years. Congratulations again, Li Yuhong. You are World Cup final champion 2024. Enjoy the podium.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the ISSF World Cup Final New Delhi 2024 will now take place. This is the victory ceremony for the 25-meter rapid-fire pistol men's event. The medals will be presented by Mr. VK Dahl, Competition Director and Vice President of the NRAI. The gifts finalists will be presented by Mr. Lee Yun-chul, chairman of the Rifle and Pistol Jury. And the checks will be presented by Mr. Fuji Wataru, Rifle and Pistol Jury member. The bronze medalist representing the People's Republic of China, Wang Xinjie. The silver medalist, representing Germany, Florian Peter. And the gold medalist representing the People's Republic of China, Li Yu Hong. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise for the national anthem of the People's Republic of China. Congratulations to the medalists of the 25-meter rapid-fire pistol men's event, Wang Xinjie, Florian Peter, and Li Yu Hong. We'll now pause for photographs to be taken. And now we'll have an extra presentation for our victory ceremony presenters of the mementos, the medallions of the ISSF World Cup Final, New Delhi 2024, which will be presented by Mr. Sharat Chandra, governing body member of the NRAI. These mementos are being presented to Mr. VK Adal, Mr. Lee Yun-chul, and to Mr. Wataru Fuji in recognition of their contribution to the ISSF World Cup Final New Delhi 2024. And that concludes this victory ceremony and day 2 of competition at the ISSF World Cup Final New Delhi 2024. We wish you a safe journey home and hope to see you tomorrow when we'll be riding a shotgun underneath the hot sun. See you tomorrow, New Delhi.